Okay, so we're going to go over how to do a server report and how to do the bar report at the end of your shift. And this is in the new system where we're tip pooling, and it got a lot simpler than it was in the last one. So if you want to take a look at this sample, all we need to find is the total cash. And so the way we're going to find the total cash is by taking the amount of cash that you have and remove any bank that you brought with you. Okay, so if you brought $30, take that $30 out of all the cash that you have. It should be greater than or equal to your cash collected. The cash collected, if you look under total collected, cash, right here, it's this number. This is your cash collected. So let's say you received $13.95 in cash today, and the table gave you exactly $13.95. Well, then what you owe the cafe with your server report is that $13.95, okay? But let's say instead that they handed you a 20 and your tip from that was $6.05. So that would be your cash tip for the day, okay? And that equals $20. So that's a simple example. What we'll do is we'll write, this is my cash collected, and this is my cash tips, and the total cash that I have is $20, and that's what I'm turning in. Now, this is important to note. If they didn't tip you and they just gave you $13.95, then you owe the cafe exactly $13.95. If they tipped you, let's say they tipped you $6.25, and your total cash that you have is $20.20. In that case, we'll round that number down to $20. So if you get cash tips and you have change, just round that number down and give us an even amount. If you didn't get cash tips, again, I'm just going to clarify, if you didn't get cash tips, you owe exactly your cash collected. Okay? And if you have any confusion about that, you can always ask the MOD. They're clear on that. Okay, so now we're going to move to the bar. And the bar is just as simple, if not simpler. What's going to happen here is count the bar drawer to 300. And when you count the bar drawer to 300, count your pennies, and let's say you have 55 pennies. Call that $1. We're going to round that up. Say you have 95 cents in nickels. Call that $1. Let's say you have 25 cents in I don't know how you'd have 25 cents in dimes, but let's say you have 30 cents in dimes. You can, in that case, I believe, Mike, we'd round down to 0. Is that correct?
Yep,
So we round that down to 0. And then let's say we have $4.25 in quarters. We're going to call that $4. So we're just going to make the counting of the change much more simple. Just round that to the nearest dollar in counting the change, and then count the drawer, the rest of the drawer, up to 300. And then the cash tips, any cash tips that you get from the box, it doesn't really matter where you put them now, but all the cash tips are just going to be included with the rest of that cash that's above 300, and that number is going to be your total cash. In this example, we're saying that since the bar collected $71.43 in the cash collected, and we count our drawer, and we have that $71.43 that we collected plus $21 in cash tips, our total is $92.43. We're going to round that down for our total cash, the same as we did on the server, and that's just going to be $92, and that's what you're going to set aside for the MOD for your total cash. Thanks.